In the backdrop of the monetary policy meeting, what is the must answer question here? That what is the primary aim and goal of the monetary policy meeting by RBI? So its primary objective is to maintain the price stability, also to see the economic growth. Hello and welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about RBI's monetary policy stance and did it change or not. So we are going to discuss on that, and this session is important for your GES 3 perspective. So before moving to the discussion part, we are going to discuss on few points of this whole discussion. We are also going to discuss that what is the repo rate, how RBI changes its stance, what is the primary reason behind it, and what are the meaning of different stances by any monetary policy. So we are going to discuss on that. So let's move towards to the news part. So the news is that today there was a meeting by RBI, and the meeting is done by a committee, and the committee is called as Monetary Policy Committee, and it has a 6 member including the RBI governor. And in that meeting they had changed the stance of the monetary policy, and this time we have become from neutral to accommodative, and RBI has cut the repo rate by 25 basis point. So this news which we are going to cover up in today's session, and as you already know that there are so much of economic tensions are going around the world. So this decision has come into the backdrop of all the economic frictions which are going in the world economy. So now moving towards to the another discussion part. As you already know that Drishti IAS is offering the IAS Foundation online course which is available on Drishti Learning app. So this time we have upgraded a new feature onto this particular thing, and this new feature is backed by the AI. So while video here we have some new features, and you can see this new features. So it is giving you AI summary. So based on your video content, it is giving you AI summary so that you can have a quick revision, especially in your prelims and mains time. And then there is a AI quiz. So on the basis of video content, there is a AI quiz. So you can check your knowledge that whether I am able to understand this particular topic or particular class or not. And then there is also ask me a question. So here if you have any doubt while reading the classes, while watching any video, so you can ask a question and you can resolve your doubt also. So this is the new feature which has been added to this particular course. So do check that. Now we are going to discuss about the reasons, that what are the reasons for change in stance by the RBI. So here we can see that as RBI governor has pointed out that because of the economic friction and because of the economic changing situation around the world, the RBI has taken this kind of decision. And as you already know that America has this reciprocal tariff policy, and in which India has been also facing 26% of the tariff. So while analyzing all this situation, RBI has changed its stance in order to maintain the economic growth, and we can have a sustainable economic growth. So this can be the reasons, that's why we can see the change in the stance by the RBI. Now we are going to discuss about the how would a repo rate cut impact at the interest rate. So this time we can see that there was a cut of 25 basis point. So we are going to discuss on that how it can change and what can be the impact. So impact can be seen that there will be the cheaper loans. So EMIs on home and personal loans will be lower down, and it will be lower down by 25 basis points. Then banks have already lowered their rate and lending rate. And here before going to any discussion, first of all you need to know that what is repo rate. So repo rate we had already discussed a lot of time, but this time in a brief I want to make you understand that it is a rate by which RBI lends money to the other banks. So this is called as repo rate. So banks have already lowered their repo linked lending rates accordingly, and then there is might be this time we'll also see the change in marginal cost lending rate. And last time we have not seen much changes into it, but this time we are expecting that because this was the consistent cut in the repo rate, so we are expecting that might be it will also change, and deposit interest rates are likely to decrease to following 2 consecutive repo rate cuts. So last meeting also we have seen in February that there was a cut in repo rate, and this time also we can see. So these are the probable impacts which we can imagine and which we can observe into the, what you can say, our economy. Now we are going to discuss about the monetary policy stance. So this time we have adopted the accommodative monetary policy stance. But before that, we need to discuss other monetary policy stances, because RBI adopts such kind of monetary policy stances by seeing and reviewing the economic situation of the country. So first we are going to discuss about the hawkish monetary policy stance. So what happened in the hawkish monetary policy stance, that there is increase in high interest rate. So it promotes high interest rate to control inflation, and it makes borrowing less appealing, leading to reduced consumer spending and credit uptake. And what is the impact of this particular stance? That we can see that higher interest rate can strengthen the national currency. So it stabilizes the prices and helps prevent inflation. Then we have this dovish monetary policy stance. And what happened in dovish monetary policy stance, that it promotes low interest rate. So just opposite to the hawkish monetary policy, it is what you can say, dovish monetary policy. So it promotes low interest rates, and it encourages consumer to take loans. Increased demand from the greater money supply can lead to the rising prices known as inflation. So it creates a situation when there will be more money supply in the market, so people will their purchasing power will increase. And while inflation can support economic growth, lower interest rates are believed to enhance employment and overall growth, and it may weaken the currency. So there is a depreciation of currency, so we can expect depreciation of currency into this policy stance. Then we have this accommodative monetary policy stance, which has been adopted by RBI now. So it is used during economic slowdowns, as RBI governor has already stated that during by analyzing the economic situation and economic friction in and around the world, we have taken this stance, and this policy aims to boost spending, and it allows for increase in money supply in line with the national income. That's why we can see that this time we have see the cut in repo rate, and the central bank may lower interest rates to make borrowing cheaper, thereby encouraging consumer and business spending, and this is often referred as a easy monetary policy. Then we have this neutral monetary policy stance. So there is no change observed here. So neither it stimulates or restrain economic growth, and the economic condition are balanced with key policy rates remaining unchanged. So here it is no change, and here we can see that there is a change, and it encourages the spending. So this is about the accommodative and neutral monetary policy stance. So why this stance matters? So what does it indicate? So it indicates the loan rates. Interest rates on loans may stabilize or become more predictable, and it will also make awareness among the investors, so that investors have this kind of awareness that at this point of time where they have to invest. So it will be informed investing decisions, and it will be very good for the economy, because inflation is controlled because of these kind of the stances. And by seeing the economic situation, the RBI can, and any central bank of the other country can take decisions. So it is an indicator of the economy, and also it controls the inflation and economic growth. So because of the different change in stances, and especially in the neutral stance, there are high chances of the economic growth because it remains unchanged. So it promotes the sustainable economic growth, so it can translate for the future generation also. Now we are going to discuss the practice question for prelims. Consider the following statement regarding a hawkish monetary policy stance. We had already discussed the hawkish monetary policy stance. It promotes low interest rates to boost borrowing and spending. It aims to control inflation through higher interest rates. A hawkish stance may lead to appreciation of the national currency. Which of the statement given above is are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So this is very easy one. You can easily answer into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries later this session, kindly ask into the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.